different states and countries. I had to get my passport. So went to Montreal.
Went to Canada.
Yeah, I went to Canada, went to Montreal, and but it's just been really special to be able to do all this really cool stuff with Sheila, and it's just so special to be able to do this thing in your family, and I'm so thankful for her because I've literally, you guys, like, we opened the Newport Folk Festival in Rhode Island, not Newport, Tennessee or whatever, but Rhode Island, I keep saying that. So I met Kenny Loggins and Public Enemy,
and I didn't know a single soul that performed there.
She did.
I was expecting Bob Dylan and Joni Mitchell and all of them to show up.
It was super cool though, and so I got to introduce Sheila to some new music and stuff, and she actually loved it. So, but I'm getting to do all this really cool stuff because of her. She's the National Endowment for the Arts Award winner. She's the North Carolina Heritage Award winner. I could sit here all day and talk about her.
And we got But everybody needs to just sort of watch their Facebook and maybe listen to the radio or something on January the 14th, 15th, right?
Yeah, 14th, 15th, and that.
We can't tell you what it is.
Big news.
And no, it's not that we're Masons. We just can't, they can't tell you nothing either, so. But no, this is something else.
Yeah. So, for those of you guys who don't know what a ballad is a ballad, a traditional ballad, well, a ballad is a story told in song, and a traditional ballad is usually sung unaccompanied. Now, sometimes we do play instruments with our songs, but yeah, and usually they're about murder and love and things like that.
And cutting off of heads and kicking them against the wall and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Yes. And so usually during a ballad swap, which is kind of what you're going to experience today, but a very small version, we'll take turns singing. So we don't.
You're going to start out.
Oh, I'm starting today. I love that so much. Usually, yeah, I know, I heard. So usually the oldest goes first, but I'm going to go first today. So because she said so.
Well, she's really older than me, and I'm only 2.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's true. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. How old is my granddaughter, Honey?
She's 20 months. She's almost.
So me and my granddaughter are about the same age back there.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to start off with one that I learned from Kaz Wallen over in Sodom, and it's called Fine Sally. There was a rich lady from London, she came. Fine Sally, fine Sally, fine Sally was her name. And she had more money than a king could possess. Her neatness and her beauty was worth all the rest. There was a young doctor who lived nearby, and it was on this fair maid that he casted his eye. Controlled by her beauty, he held her most dear. He's courted her truly 1 day plus 1 year. One night as they pleasured, he fell to his knees, crying, Sally, oh Sally, won't you marry me? She said, I don't hate you, Willie, no other man, but to say that I love one is more than I can. He clumb on his horse and away he did speed, crying, Sally, oh Sally, you'll pay for this deed. I'll curse you, Sally, all the rest of my days, and I'll never forgive you for your lying ways. Fine Sally took sick and she knowed not why. Her chambers all thought that she surely would die. They called for the doctor for the want of a cure, for her pain and her misery could not be endured. A rode the young doctor to her bed he drew nigh. Her chambers all parted and moved to the side. Is that you, Willie? Oh, my sight it grows dim. I fear for my present and my future seems grim. Says, yes, I am the doctor, can cure or can kill. But to say I forgive you is more than I will. Then darn your soul, Willie, you can be on your way. For to beg you for mercy is not in my sway. From often her fingers pulled diamond rings 3. Says, here is your token to remember poor me. And as you dance on my grave, sir, shed not no tears for me. Just remember you're dancing on Sally, your queen. It's fine, Sally. Good job. So, and usually in the ballads the woman dies, but I like that one because she dies because she wants to, because she'd rather die than say she is sorry to him.
I don't know who that reminds me of. I wouldn't want anybody to think it.
It's me.
See, she always tells on herself.
I mean, that's the truth. If the shoe fits, I am from Sodom.
Yes, you are.
I am.
Oh, we got shirts now that say straight out of Sodom.
Straight out of Sodom.
I also got one that says Save the Ballads. So, and Donna Ray is also working on this. Is it Million Memory?
The Appalachian Memory Project. So you guys have probably seen, I'm the memory coordinator, or one of them, for the Appalachian Memory Project. We got a table right back there in the back.
Take a look at it back there. It looks like a nice book.
Got it. Our new book is about to come out. So about Spring Creek.
Yeah. I just finished writing a book too that's got Spring Creek mentioned in it, but it's not called Spring Creek. Who can remind me what the name of Spring Creek was before it became Spring Creek?
Marshall was Lapland.
Marshall was Lapland, Jewel Hill was Walnut, and Spring Creek was...
Nobody? Come on.
It'll come back around about 2:30 in the morning. Now, if you want me to call you at 2:30 and let you know, because I'll sit straight up in the bed and say, oh, blah, 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 that's who it was. That's what the name was. But anyway, Peter Smith, The Hanging of Peter Smith, I have written a historical fiction book about that that's going to be coming out sometime next fall. So. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually one that Inez Chandler taught me. Now, she was the one that I learned a lot of what we call at-risk or bawdy ballads. This is not one of them. As a matter of fact, this is one of the few she taught me out of the 50 that I learned from her. That was not a bawdy ballad. It's actually a beautiful little story, and the songs do tell a story from beginning all the way to the end, and I think you might even recognize this story. When Joseph was an old man, and an old man was he courted Mary, sweet Virgin Mary, the Queen of Galilee. Joseph and Mary, they went walking in an orchard so green, where there were berries and there were cherries as thick as could be seen. Joseph and Mary, they went walking in that orchard so gold. I don't know why I said gold, it doesn't rhyme with anything, I guess. But Joseph felt on the spot there that he was getting old. That's pretty good for rhyming, I guess. Anyway, so they're walking through this orchard, and then Mary stands there and says, oh, then bespoke sweet Mary, Mary, so meek and so mild. Pick me one cherry, gather me some berries, for I am with child. Oh, then bespoke old Joseph in a voice that was unkind. Let him pick berries, let him pick cherries, that brought thee now with child. Oh, then bespoke the sweet baby from within his mother's womb. Bow down, thou tallest tree, that my mother might have won. Then bowest down the tallest tree, right into sweet Mary's hand. Oh, see here, Joseph, oh, see now, Joseph, I have cherries at command. Oh, then bespoke old Joseph, I have done Mary wrong. Fear not, my dearest dear, and be thou not cast down. So Joseph married his sweet Mary, Mary so meek and so mild. And on that Christmas, that cold, cold Christmas, she delivered forth her child. What will you name this child, Mary? This child so meek and so mild, I'll name him Jesus, sweet baby Jesus, for he is the Christ child. Thank you, Inez.
Well, now I feel like anything that I sing is going to be completely inappropriate.
No, the way they do holidays now. We just had Halloween, right?
Yeah.
So it's Christmas time.
It's Christmas time now. It's been Christmas since before Halloween.
I think everything kind of, all the holidays toward the end of the year get mashed up together on Labor Day.
So that led me to think about a song that's, about mothers or whatever, but probably not Mary. Mary probably did not feel this way. Maybe she did. Mary from the song, Jesus' mama.
Oh.
She's like, who's Mary?
Oh, no, I knew that Mary. I didn't know if you found her.
So, no, not Murray.
Not Murray.
Okay. So, I'm going to sing a song that I learned from Mary Jane Queen called Single Girl. So, all right. So, y'all can help me with the chorus. There's like a little tiny dab or something you can help me with.
And all you women need to help us. So.
Yeah. All right. When I was single, to marry was my grave. Now I am married, I'm troubled to my grave. I wish I was a single girl again. Lord, Lord, don't I wish I was a single girl again. When I was single, he used to come to court. He always brought me candy and I thought he was a sport. I wish I was a single girl again. Lord, Lord, don't I wish I was a single girl again. When I was single, I went where I pleased. Now I am married with a baby on each knee. I wish I was a single girl again. Lord, Lord, don't I wish I was a single girl again. When I was single, went dressed oh so fine. Now I am married, run ragged all the time. I wish I was a single girl again. Lord, Lord, don't I wish I was a single girl again. The cows to milk and the spring to go to, a whole crowd of young'uns a crying after you. I wish I was a single girl again. Lord, Lord, don't I wish I was a single girl again. Now I am married, I set me down to weep. My husband chews tobacco and he snores in his sleep. I wish I was a single girl again. Lord, Lord, don't I wish I was a single girl again. Now I am married, and what do you think? He bought a checkered apron and he showed me to the sink. I wish I was a single girl again. Lord, Lord, don't I wish I was a single girl again. This is my favorite verse. When I was single, ate biscuits and pie. Now I am married, it's eat cornbread or die. I wish I was a single girl again. Lord, Lord, don't I wish I was a single girl again. For all you mothers out there. What are you going to play?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just thought I'd think of something. That's the other thing I started learning when I was young. You know, now I go to these, as Kaz Wallen used to call them, these festivals, or festices, one of the two, depending on what mood he was in. I met all the people of my generation that were up there performing. Now I go and I don't know nobody. But back in the day when I was gone a lot on the road, I'd get homesick and I would call Granny Deli Chandler Norton. She weren't my real grandmother, but she was, she married my grandfather's brother. So she was my great aunt. Yeah, great aunt.
She was everybody's granny, really.
And she was everybody's granny, because, you know, it was like Aunt Sally or Granny Sally. Everybody called her. I always thought her first name was Granny, because everybody over home called her Granny Dale.
Even the older people over
Yeah.
home called her Granny Dale.
You're falling victim to the banjo theory. Do you know which one hits the ground first? When you throw a banjo and a hammer dulcimer out of a 4-story window, you know which one hits the ground first? Who cares? You know the difference between a large pizza and a banjo player. A large pizza can feed a family of 4. And you know what the difference between any other instrument in a traditional string band and the banjo is? All they have to do is change fingering on the instrument they're playing. Banjos have to tune for every single change in the key. So we stay busy trying to keep the banjo in tune. It's not going to be in tune because you cannot tune one in tune. It won't stay that way for 2 seconds anyway. But I'm going to try. This is one that I used to call Granny Dale. And because I'd get out on the road, and like everybody else from Madison County, if you leave home, you ain't in Madison County, or can't see it, you know, right over yonder in the distance, what do? You get homesick. Oh, I'd get off in these places and get homesick. Well, I wound up in Lisdoonvarna, Ireland. So I called Granny all excited, because not just tell her I was lonesome and homesick, but to tell her I was in Lisdoonvarna, Ireland, you know. Ireland, as she called it. I couldn't find it on the globe when I was a little girl. And I finally went to Daddy and said, I can't find Ireland nowhere. A-R-L-A-N, Ireland. You know? Daddy said, why, right there it is beside England. Ireland, oh. And England, I was a slow student, I guess. But this is the one that Granny would always say. Well, if you're missing me and you're missing home, just play my favorite ballad or favorite banjo tune, which was one she called "I'm Going Back to North
You
Carolina."
have to tell them the story what happened when you called her, though.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you
Right,
called
right.
her that day.
So I called her up and I said, "Granny, you'll never guess where I am." She said, "Lord, no, I can keep up with you, but I bet you're missing home, ain't you?" And I said, "Well, yeah, sort of, but I'm in sort of a different place right now. I'm in Lisbon-Varna, Ireland." And she said, "Lord have mercy, all the way over here in Ireland. Well, what do you see? What does it look like over there?" And I was in a public phone booth, and it was dark. And I said, "Granny, I can't see too much at all because it's pitch black dark here." She said, "Oh, I knowed you was telling me a lie. It's broad daylight here. I'm a-sitting on the porch. You ain't in Ireland." Have you ever tried to explain to somebody born in 1895 that had never really been out of the time zone? I don't guess.
No, probably not.
But this is, I'm going back to North Carolina. And I've got old and they've got me on blood pressure medicine and it dries my mouth out where I can hardly sing. But we're doing the best we can.
We've been singing a lot lately and both getting over like we had this terrible.
We had some kind of plague.
Terrible.
I hope y'all don't get it. Here it is though, me and Donna will probably swap verses. And it's a real easy song for y'all to sing along with. Because I sing the first line and we repeat it, I think, twice, and then the last line is always going to be, "For I never expect to see you anymore." I know y'all were bashful singing on the first one. Don't be bashful. You know, that's how we're going to get through all of our struggles and troubles, is coming together as communities and making and playing and singing music. Watch it be too high for now, but that'll be alright. I'm going back to North Carolina. That's too high. We're going to see. Whisper amongst yourselves just for a minute as I read.
So Sheila has been teaching me how to play the banjo, and it is the scariest thing in the world for me to like try to play that thing on stage and people are like, "Oh, let's do a different." I'm like, "Please don't. Can we just stay in D? Can we just stay in D?"
Donna Ray's going to be one of these banjo players that, "No, let's play in D. It's a lot more fun to play in D, huh?"
But it's hard to play and sing at the same time too. I've learned that. It's also another thing that's hard. And so when I'm playing, I just have to stop when it's my turn to sing. It's kind of hard. It is pretty hard. Like it's really wild how different it is to sing with unaccompanied, and then people are like, "Oh, well, sing this song," and then they start picking, and it's like, no, and we don't know, we've never been taught how to read music, we don't know chords, like we just play it like we see it or how it sounds.
Or how it sounds.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank Jerry Adams, my cousin, for getting me started. Y'all remember Adams Pharmacy out there on the bypass, as Granny called it? Well, he's the one that got me started.
See, I'm new here.
All right, here we go now in the right tune. I'm going back to North Carolina. I'm going back to North Carolina. I'm going back to North Carolina. And I never expect to see you anymore. Rock my baby, feed him candy. Rock my baby, feed him candy. Rock my baby, feed him candy. For I never anymore. Do we take this? I can never keep from Here's another cross. Yeah.
Here's that diamond ring you gave me. Here's that diamond ring you gave me. Here's that diamond ring you gave me. And I never expect to see you anymore.
For my home
Across the Blue Ridge Mountains.
help us.
My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I never expect to see you anymore.
How can I ever keep from crying? How can I ever keep from crying? How can I ever keep from crying when I never expect to see you anymore?
I'm going back to North Carolina. I'm going back to North Carolina. I'm going back to North Carolina. And I never expect to see you anymore.
'Cause I'm gonna leave here Sunday morning. I'm gonna leave here Sunday morning. I'm gonna leave here Sunday morning. And I never expect to see you anymore. Last time you won't sing that first verse.
I'm going back to North
Carolina.
I'm going back to North Carolina. I'm going back to North Carolina.
And I hope that I see you all again. Da 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 da.
And then what, my mom's across the blue ridge, where is that version?
Yep, you can sing it.
We can sing it more. Okay. Homes across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I never expect to see you anymore.
That's it. Okay.
Do one more?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we're gonna do one that I learned from a bunch of people. Called "Fly Around My Pretty Little Miss."
I would get my banjo up, then I'll have to tune in. Who knows how long that takes. Okay.
This is my grandbaby right here. Bless her. She's pretty like her mama, but she looks like her dad. What do we do? Oh, fly around.
What are we singing?
Now Disney's got a great chorus, and since this is our last song, and we're going to disappear to go back over the mountain, and I'm going back to bed. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting a little long in the tooth and too old for this stuff. Doctor said, you know the way to fix your heart, right? And I said, remember I died 2 years ago? And I said, well, no, what I have to do? And he said, flip them numbers. And I said, what numbers? He said, your age. flip it from 72 to 27, you'd be doing all right with your heart. I swear when you get old, something falls off or grows big lumps on it that sprout hair, and that's what you get. Don't let nobody tell you nothing about the good old golden days. I remember what my uncle said about that bunk, all bunk. Here we go. It's going to be a little lower. Now you put it back in it. All right.
Well, when seen my gal last night, the dress sure was red, and every time I looked at her, I wish my wife was dead. Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss, you almost drive me crazy.
That was your part next. Call the chorus. Higher up the cherry tree, the riper are the cherries, and the more you hug and kiss a gal, sooner they will marry.
Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss, you almost drive me crazy.
Hey, Hart, I just thought of what you told me about how much you liked the banjo. He heard it play in his ear from his barn. With the banjo sitting right here. He does not like the banjo.
Wish I had me a pretty little pig and corn to feed him on. Wish I had me a brown-eyed man to feed him when I was gone. Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss, you almost drive me crazy.
Granny taught me this one. And what them women over there did best was sort of poke fun at men. When I was a little bitty boy, all I wanted was a knife. Now that I'm a great big boy, all I want is a wife. When I was a great big boy, all I wanted was a wife. Now that I'm an old man, all I need is a knife.
Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss, you almost drive me crazy.
Might have me a singer over here.
Gonna hitch old Logan in the front, organ on behind. I'm going down that rocky road, gonna see that gal of mine. Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss, you almost drive me crazy.
Last verse. You run around the mulberry bush and I'll run around the cedar. You pull up a petticoat, I'll pull out for Georgie.
Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss, you almost drive me crazy.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.